One of the quotes of Mahatma Gandhi, whose 150th birth anniversary is being celebrated in India and many other parts of the world. Election Commission of India feels privileged and honored in playing its assigned role to the new democracy at national and state levels as mandated by the Constitution of India. We love the challenge of conducting new elections so that the nation emerges stronger from each one of them. Every new election leaves us with new insights, learnings, and lessons for the future. In that series, I will now start about the elections to the state assemblies of Maharashtra and Haryana. The 5-year term of legislatures of Haryana and Maharashtra expiring on 2nd November and 9th November 2019. The Election Commission of India, in exercise of its authority and powers conferred under the Article 324 of the Constitution and Section 15 of Representation of People's Act 1951, is committed to hold free, fair, transparent, robust and ethical elections in these states before these dates. Haryana Legislative Assembly has strength of 90 seats, out of which 17 are reserved for SC and none for ST. Maharashtra Legislative Assembly has a strength of 288 seats, out of which 29 are reserved for SC and 25 for ST. Haryana has 1.82 crore registered voters, out of which 1.07 lakh are service voters. Maharashtra has 8.94 crore voters, out of which 1.16 lakh are service voters. A very detailed analysis of these figures has been given in the press release, which will be distributed immediately after the conference. In fact, we had a 19-page press release, but I thought reading 19 pages, better if I read the main highlights in the next 3-4 pages, and then give the dates for which you have come. In Haryana, 1.038 lakh ballot units, 0.25 lakh control units on VVMs and VVPATs, 0.27 lakh VVPATs will be used. In Maharashtra, the corresponding figures are 1.8 lakh, 1.8 of BUs, 1.28 lakh CUs, and 1.39 lakh VVPATs. In Haryana, the coverage of photo electoral roll and photo identity card is 100%. In Maharashtra, the coverage is 96.44 and 96.81% respectively. The Commission visited Mumbai on September 17th-18th to review the preparations for the Maharashtra elections. As is customary during the Commission meetings, we start with a dialogue with the political parties. We also have a detailed in-depth discussion with our CEO and the police nodal officer. Then we meet the district machinery, the field machinery, that is the collectors, SPs, DCPs, commissioners of police as case may be. After that we meet the central enforcement agencies and state enforcement agencies like income tax, state excise, GST, etc. Finally, we have a meeting interaction with Chief Secretary, Home Secretary, DGP, and all their senior colleagues. And after doing all this, whatever we have observed, seen, we share with the friends from the media. The same was followed this time also, and that's the standard way it's being done. In fact, prior to our visit, our senior most officer, Shri Umesh Sinha, he visited the state along with a team of his colleagues, and they also took an in-depth stock of the situation. One of the important things they brought to our notice was that almost slightly more than 5,000 polling booths are at the first floor or second floor level. This was taken up by them with the CEO and by the Commission also with the CEO as well as the senior officials like Chief Secretary. And I am glad to report to you that they moved with absolute alacrity and have already brought those booths to the ground level. They had to spend more than I think 25 crores, which they sanctioned as a special grant. Election Commissioner Shri Ashok Lavasa ji visited Haryana on September 1 to take stock of the election preparedness in the state. Again, after that, a batch of senior officers led by Shri Sandeep Saxena, Senior Deputy Election Commissioner, visited the state to oversee the preparations. Normally, we have one DEC in charge of each state, and the overall coordination is done by Umesh Sinha ji, and the overall management for the electoral rolls is done by, and ICT is done by Sandeep Saxena ji. EVM part is looked after by Vineet Sharma ji, DG, and then we have Oja ji and Shivali, you all know them. And in the part regarding the tax compliances is looked after by Dilip Sharma ji and their colleagues. Since it is less than 6 months that the 17th general elections to Lok Sabha were held on a reasonably sound footing in terms of preparation, the ECI has instructed electoral officers in both the states to fill in the critical gaps to facilitate accessible voting by persons with disability and those senior citizens who might require special facilities. I already reported to you about the 5,000 polling stations. In addition, there are old buildings in Maharashtra, especially in Mumbai, Pune, a whole lot of lifts that is also being physically cross-checked whether they are working or not and what can be the alternate arrangements in case there is a malfunction which cannot be removed in the short time available to them. Candidates have to fill the columns in nomination paper. The nomination papers might be rejected if they leave any column blank and they do not fill them despite reminder. Similarly, candidates with different dissidents are required to publish information in the newspapers and television channels on 3 occasions during the campaign period. Here I would like to tell you that during the meeting with political parties, almost all the political parties had different interpretations of this, and they also said that within the limit, expenditure limit, it's become pretty costly for us to spend this much money on just publishing these. But we told them that these are the actions of the Honorable Supreme Court. However, within the Commission we are debating whether we can kind of find some solution in terms of either giving this responsibility, putting in the party expenditure, or directing the state governments and others to charge the DIPR rates, etc. But that's premature. This is a combined feedback given to us from Haryana as well as from Maharashtra. But when we really examine it, I think on Monday, we'll kind of able to find a way forward. The ceiling for the elections expenses for a candidate per constituency, both in Haryana and in Maharashtra, will be 28 lakhs. All candidates are required to file their accounts within 30 days of elections. Transaction of money through banking channels will be monitored and foolproof arrangements made to monitor suspicious banking transactions. In fact, when we had a meeting with the central enforcement agencies, we had also requested the chief of the state level bankers committee, normally an officer of the rank of GM in every state, to be present. And I must say that in Mumbai especially, we were very keen to know whether they are doing the monitoring of the cooperative banks also. We were assured that they are doing, but however, At this stage only I would like to announce that for Maharashtra, the Commission has decided to send 2 special expenditure observers. And those 2, the orders of which also will be issued today, in fact waiting to be signed, formally issued. One is Madhurji, an officer of 82 batch from the IRS, who retired as Special DG Investigation, etc. Income Tax, and the other is Mr. Murli, who till recently was Principal Director Investigation in Chennai and who is now retired. In fact, these are the 2 officers who had done all the operations in Vellore, which resulted in the rescinding of the elections. Now they are being sent to Maharashtra. In addition, income tax officials in any case go as expenditure observers to every constituency, but these 2 will be sent as special expenditure observers. Last time also we had sent special expenditure observers to Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra, depending on the feedback, the credible feedback which we had for the possibility of crossing the expenditure limits, etc. The election campaigns often impose an environmental cost upon us. The Commission had earlier asked the political parties in February to, this is basically an appeal, to reject plastic and use only environment-friendly material in the election campaign. Ashok Lavasani, having remained Secretary of Environment himself, had personally kind of guided that appeal. Again, we shall be renewing our appeal after formal announcement for the same. The ECI wishes to reassure the stakeholders about the functioning and quality of EVMs. On the poll day, a copy of Form 17C, having details of the total votes polled, seals unique that is the unique numbers for EVMs and VVPATs used in the polling stations, shall be provided to the polling agents of candidates. Similarly, the polled EVMs and VVPATs will be sealed in respective cases and preserved in a strong room under double lock system. These strong rooms will be guided 24/7 in multi-layered security cover with CCTV facilities. Candidates are free to camp at a convenient distance from the strong rooms if they so desire, without disturbing the government security arrangements. EVM votes of 5 randomly selected polling stations of every assembly segment will be matched with VVPAT slips, as was done during Lok Sabha under the direction of the Honorable Supreme Court. Adequate central armed police will be deployed for security during the electoral process. And Umesh Sinha ji and his colleagues, they had a series of meetings with the MHA officials, and although the demand for the CPFs is always much on the higher side, but still they were able to reach at a reasonable figure. And special security arrangements will be done will be in place for LWE affected areas, for example, Gadchwali and Mundia in Maharashtra, like that. Commission has, during the review, during our review of the officers, we again buttressed the need for speedier execution of non-deliverable warrants and very speedy disposal of pending cases of the electoral offences from last elections. But by and large, the situation was satisfactory. They were also asked to ensure 100% deposition of arms unless exempted under a specific category, which orders will also come in force after this press conference. As we speak, they are already coming in force. Adequate CCTV coverage and webcasting in polling stations in sensitive areas will be ensured. All the police checkposts across the state will be under 24/7 webcasting videography for the entire period of elections. General and police observers will be deployed after the announcement of elections by the Commission in the two states to monitor all the activities and ensure compliance of the directions of ECA. And by the way, the first training or orientation or interaction with the general observers is already scheduled on Monday. The day many you thought that we will be announcing the election schedule, but we have already started interaction with the observers, one batch of observers. Model Code of Conduct is a real tribute to the Indian democracy in the sense that it's basically a product of a broad consensus of the ECA with political parties over a period of time. And now we have several IT applications to kind of track the observance of Model Code of Conduct, like Suvidha, CBD Labs, which have time stamping facility to ensure transparency. The influence of media has increased manifold in the lives of citizens, as it should be in any vital and vibrant democracy. The Commission has always considered media as its invaluable ally in the elections. Even during Lok Sabha elections, I think there were weekly or 10 days briefing by the officers with the members of the media, and the suggestions given by them were taken with earnestness and seriousness. Social media is another kind of phenomenon whose footprints have increased exponentially. Prior to the elections of Lok Sabha, all the Commission had engaged with a very detailed dialogue with the various entities in the social media, and they had themselves come up with a voluntary code of ethics. They gave it to the Commission before the election started, and I think, barring rare exceptions, we did not have many cases in which a criminal audit was started or any such thing happened due to social media. Otherwise, that is a different thing that they keep on. They criticize X, Y, Z. Somebody does it politely, somebody does it virulently. That's different from kind of using social media to create problems in the electoral process. The Commission has directed that there should be assured minimum facilities in all polling stations, including especially for the persons with disability, as I said, and senior citizens who might require special assistance. The Commission has also directed that at least one all-woman polling station shall be set up in each assembly segment of a parliamentary constituency in the state. Before concluding, I would like to reiterate that the Commission is totally committed to maintain purity of the elections and to deliver free, fair, transparent, inclusive, accessible and ethical elections in the country. We seek the cooperation of all the stakeholders, including all of you friends sitting here, in this process. We also have a 64 by-elections in various states. A separate schedule will be issued by press release about 1 hour after this press conference and shall be available on the website of ECA. But the schedule I read out just now. We only had some problems. For example, in Andhra, in 2 cases there is EP, and Karnataka. Two cases there is EP. In West Bengal, the local government has written to us that the by-elections should not be held during the Durga Puja, because practically for almost a fortnight, entire West Bengal is shut celebrating the puja, and we have actually acceded to that request. In Uttarakhand, at the moment, Panchayat elections are going on, so those dates have also been titrated according to that. everywhere we went, the political parties, especially in Maharashtra, they were very emphatic that the election should be finished at least before Dhanteras. And by the way, if I take out the chart of holidays during September and October, it must be a very onerous exercise done by our officers to fix up and go around the holidays. This is the kind of chart of holidays in September, October, various holidays, various Fridays. If anybody is interested, I can share it. Notwithstanding that, while paying compliment to them, and despite the issues of availability of central forces, the schedule is as follows. Issue of notification, 27, schedule for Maharashtra and that press conferences for Maharashtra and Haryana. Sorry? Both the states. Both the states. 27, okay. Sorry, October. September. Last date of nominations, 4th October. Issue schedule for Maharashtra and Haryana General Assembly elections is as follows. The notification for both the states shall be issued on 27th September. Last date of nominations is 4th October. Scrutiny of nominations is 5th October. Last date of withdrawal of candidature is 7th October. Date of poll, I repeat, date of poll for both the states is 21st October. Yes, October 21st. Counting is 24th. 24th. 4th. Single case. That's right. Sorry? हिंदी में नोटिफिकेशन जो है वो 27/9 को जारी होगी. नॉमिनेशन जो है उसका आखिरी अंतिम तिथि है वो 4 अक्टूबर है. जो नॉमिनेशंस का स्क्रूटनी करते हैं यानी कि उसका एनालिसिस करते हैं अंडर द लॉ वो 5 अक्टूबर तक है. 5 अक्टूबर को है. अगर किसी कैंडिडेट ने विड्रॉ करना हो तो लास्ट डेट 7/10 है. जो पोलिंग है यानी कि जो वोटिंग है वो 21 अक्टूबर को है. जो काउंटिंग ऑफ वोट्स है वो 24 को है दोनों स्टेट्स में. और सारा प्रोसेस 27/10 तक कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. क्योंकि जो टर्म ऑफ द हाउसेज है इसकी हरियाणा की 2 नवंबर और महाराष्ट्र की 9 नवंबर. तो 2 नवंबर चूंकि हरियाणा की है तो एवरीथिंग गोज बैकवर्ड फ्रॉम देयर, इज काउंटेड बैकवर्ड फ्रॉम देयर. तो सारा प्रोसेस 27 तक पूरा हो जाएगा. काउंटिंग 24. Is going to be put on the website now. Your schedule of by-elections, number 1, notification 23 September. Issue of notification 23rd September. 23rd. By-elections. लास्ट मैं पहले इंग्लिश में पढ़ देता हूँ, हिंदी में दोनों भाषा में पढ़ दूंगा. सभी स्टेट्स इंक्लूड है एक्सेप्ट सॉरी आई रीड आउट द स्टेट्स. आप पहले शेड्यूल सुनना है या नंबर सुनने हैं? कहाँ? ओके। अरुणाचल 1, असम 4, पहले मैं भी असेंबलीज में पढ़ रहा हूं। अरुणाचल 1, असेंबली असम 4 यानी 4, बिहार 5 यानी 5, छत्तीसगढ़ 1 यानी 1, गुजरात 4 यानी 4, हिमाचल प्रदेश 2, कर्नाटका 15, केरला 5, मध्य प्रदेश 1, मेघालय 1, उड़ीसा 1, पुडुचेरी 1, पंजाब 4, राजस्थान 2, सिक्किम 3, तमिलनाडु 2, तेलंगाना 1, उत्तर प्रदेश 11, टोटल 64 और इसके अलावा सॉरी आ रहा इसको भी आ रहा उसमें बिहार में सिर्फ लोकसभा का 1 है, दैट इज एट समस्तीपुर 1. Everything is covered in this. But I have not given the names of the constituencies. अभी ये प्रेस रिलीज इशू हो रहा है, इसमें सब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज के नाम भी लिखे होंगे. एक ही बात है. शेड्यूल फॉर बाई इलेक्शंस, शेड्यूल फॉर बाई इलेक्शंस, नोटिफिकेशन 23/9. लास्ट डेट ऑफ नॉमिनेशंस 30/9. and issue of notification 23rd September. Last date of nominations 30th September. Scrutiny of nominations 1st October. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 3rd October. Date of poll 21st October. Same date. Date of counting 24th October, same date. The entire process is the question. The last date before the election poll is the process is finished 27th. Now the floor is Shivali ji. बोल दिया ना मैं She used to call.
कर्नाटका चुनाव के बारे में आपने कहा कि 12 जगह पे चुनाव कराने का ऐलान आपने किया है. क्या ये वही विधायक थे जिनको की स्पीकर अयोग्य करार दे दिया था?
You see, only there are 2 places in which there is a specific request. In other cases, there is no stay order. So, from any court, we have taken it, legally examined it. We can go ahead with 15 by-elections, which we are doing.
So you can clarify, these by-elections are for the disqualified?
Including. No. असेंबली. भाई मैंने कहा था कि सारे के सारे नाम अभी आप आधे घंटे में वेबसाइट लगाएंगे कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज के, ठीक है ना? अदरवाइज आप फिर भी चाहते हो कि मैं एक एक, इफ यू वांट मी टू रीड एवरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी आई कैन रीड इट, विल टेक अबाउट हाफ एन आवर. We have told them it is not possible. We have told them it is not possible. मैंने अभी आपसे पहले आपको बताया कि सोशल मीडिया की एंटिटीज ऑलरेडी एक वॉलंटरी कोड ऑफ एथिक्स दे चुकी हैं and they have assured us they will stick to it. And of course we have a special media, social media monitoring unit located now in the ECI also that kind of takes a stock of that.
सर सोशल मीडिया के लिए जो पॉलिसी आप लोगों ने तैयार की है सारे सेक्टर उस पे और जो केबल के इस्तेमाल को रोकने के लिए पिछले तमिलनाडु में जितना कुछ हुआ उसमें कई जगह से ये बोलने को आया कि चुनाव आयोग पूरी तरह से कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहे. क्या आपने कि वो आप डाटा तो बात में वो तरह तरह से कभी स्टेट लेवल
Your question, I will give you a very clear answer. You just compare the seizures of 2014 with 19. Right? And I think in 2019 we did more than 3,300 crore. We sent special expenditure observers for the first time. I have even named the states. We sent special expenditure observers to Maharashtra, to Gujarat, to Tamil Nadu, to Karnataka, to Andhra, to Telangana. All these states we sent special expenditure observers. Since we have the fortune of having the former chairman of CBDT with us now in the ICI, so all the expenditure observers were handpicked and sent there. And I think, to be very fair to them, some of them did excellent and outstanding job, notwithstanding all the pressures.
सोशल मीडिया पे आपकी पॉलिसी
देखिए सोशल मीडिया का इशू उतने से आया अभी, आपने भी कहा, मैंने भी अपने एड्रेस में कुछ कहने का प्रयास किया. सोशल मीडिया बेसिकली अलग अलग कंट्रीज का अलग अलग, इंडिया में वी डोंट हैव ए लेजिस्लेटिव फ्रेमवर्क, एटलीस्ट नॉट येट. इन यूके they have already made some legislative framework. In Germany we have made far stringent legislative framework. Overall, our own view towards the media is that I have also been Secretary INB, that media, this legislative framework doesn't help too much. And in any case, there are substantive laws of IPC, etc. You already have in print media your press council. You already have in the electronic media your National Broadcasters Association. In social media, we are doing constant engaging them. But if you find that any media, for that matter, is crossing the Lakshman Rekha, we will do what we are mandated to do. Only there, the elections are not being held, only where there are EPs.
there are so much religious statistics during these elections. If suppose some religious procedure, any political party gives any data or anything, will it be when it comes to the expenditure account of whatever?
Yes, it comes. It comes.
There are no methods of any action we take.
That is the state, and it is basic. I'll come to you. Basically, it is the job in any case of the state governments and the governments of UTs to maintain law and order. In last elections, for example, based on the report of special observers, we had to change 4 commissioner police level of officers in one state. We had to change 1 additional DGP level officer in Jharkhand. We had to kind of change 1 additional DG intelligence in Andhra. In the case of Andhra, the then state government went to the honorable courts. In all these cases, honorable courts upheld that action taken by